guys, welcome to my Ocean One and Then Some channel. This is my update to selling calls and puts for a recurring income with Rivian. And anyway, last week was a tough week for anybody unless you were buying puts or selling calls. If you would have been doing that, you'd have come out really good because it had a really big down week. But before we get into how I finished the trade, none of my content constitutes professional advice. Viewers that follow any advice, suggestions, trades, content, anything from this channel, do so at their own risk because you are responsible for your own actions. All right, let's refresh our memory on what I did last week. I told you that I took a pretty aggressive stance on selling a $12 put, and that didn't pay off, so I'm going to show you how I handled that trade. Let's refresh our memory. If you look right here, I sold a $12 put. I sold two of them for $123 a piece, so I collected $246. And I said, the question becomes, how much of that $246 do I get to keep? And I thought I wouldn't get to keep all of it, but I did think I would probably get to keep some of it. Turns out, I didn't get to keep any of it because it dropped so much during the week. Even though it was an aggressive trade, it dropped quite a bit. So let's turn this around and let's look at this. I'm going to lower this just a little bit so you can see. I have been tracking Rivian on where it closes, okay, each day. So going back, this was Friday, so it closed at 10:31, and then it closed at 10:33 on Thursday. Wednesday it was closed, Tuesday 11:02. So, you know, had it kept this uptrend, you know, okay, but I also didn't realize it was a short week. I just kind of slipped my mind. And then Monday was 10.96, and you can see the red are days that it went down. I guess I should have put those in red too, though. I need to change those and put those in red because it was a down day. So the question becomes, how did I handle this? Well, I didn't panic. Now, I could have been early assigned. That didn't happen. That does happen from time to time. So what I decided to do was I decided to simply make the most of the trade without getting too complicated. Boy, I got a big glare there, don't I? Let me move the light and see if I can get rid of that glare. Okay, I got rid of most of it. This basement's just tough. But let's recap here. What I did to finish out the trade was Friday. Gosh, I was busy Friday, so I decided it was roughly around maybe 1 o'clock-ish. I'm thinking, well, I might get early assigned. I'd rather not get assigned at 12, so what did I do? I bought to close my $12 puts, and I paid $170 a piece for that. So times two, because I'm dealing with two puts. So I paid, which I put in red, $340. And then, remember, I had gotten paid $246 to sell them originally. So that put me $94 in the hole. So I'm like, okay, how do I handle this trade? Well, that's easy enough. I turned back around and I sold the open June the 28th 1050 puts at 0.60 times 2, so I got paid $120. So, you know, if you do the math there, if this trade comes out, then that put me, you know, slightly up a little bit. So right here, I'm up about what is that? $25, $26. Okay, $25, $26. So, you know, basically what I did here negated what happened last week. So that's one easy way to handle it. Now, I could have protected myself when I sold those $12 puts. I could have purchased a put. I decided not to do that at the time. I probably will start adding, you know, a second leg or a third leg to my calls and puts eventually. But right now, I'm just keeping it very, very simple for the channel, just showing you guys how to do this. And that's my whole intention, showing you guys how to do this from a very simple perspective. You just have to remember that you are selling insurance. So if you just keep your brain wrapped around that you are selling insurance, then it becomes a very simple process to understand. So what I'm hoping for this week is you know, Rivian stops the slide and doesn't drop down below 10, you know, a 980, a 960 and deal with that. Because if it does, I'll have to turn right back around and do the same thing because I did not purchase a put to cover for the downside. All I did was sold a put. So I'm hoping that it closes above 1050. As long as it closes above 990, you know, the trade kind of balances out. But you know, a good trade would really be that it closes above 1050. So we'll just have to see what happens. So that's my update, and I hope this channel is serving you guys well, so you can just kind of learn this stuff without being beat down with a bunch of jargon, and you can just, you know, follow my own personal trades here. All right, guys, thanks for joining and watching, and I appreciate the support. And until next time.